This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, May 1, May Day. James Spann here. A few little changes in the forecast Thursday as this tropical disturbance is coming into play. Let's get in there and take a look. We'll start with the Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. First off, the view coming from the beautiful Alabama Gulf Coast. They will see a pretty good little bit of rain down there, it looks like, tomorrow and Thursday. But beyond that, Friday and the weekend looks fine with sunny days and fair nights, but some of the latest guidance suggesting they might pick up 2 inches of rain down there tomorrow and Thursday. Up this way, that's the Chehaw State Park Skycam south of Anniston in East Alabama, partly sunny there. And there's the Trussville Skycam, very similar sky just northeast of Birmingham. Still got the ridge in place here, but note that little disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, there's a visible satellite view of that little swirl down there, and that's headed slowly north-northwest toward the coast of Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. And the models have picked up on it, and we're pretty confident now that parts of the state will see a better chance of getting wet on Thursday, but still, not everybody. Yeah, it's warm. Look at Muscle Shoals at 90 at 2 o'clock. Everybody else in the upper 80s. About where forecast. We talked about highs between 87 and 90, and by golly, that's pretty much where we are. And around the nation, pretty hot across the southern states for a first day of May. Cooler back in the northwest and over the northeast. In fact, they're only in the 40s up in Maine. There's our watch warning map. A lot of watch boxes up to the north of here. Severe thunderstorm watches for parts of North Carolina and Virginia, Kentucky, and to the north of there, a tornado watch. Those counties in yellow for parts of Ohio and southern Indiana. And there's the severe weather risk for the rest of today and tonight. Some of the cities involved would be Indianapolis, Cincinnati, St. Louis, Des Moines, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Virginia Beach, and the Tidewater area. Tomorrow, pretty much the same region. Chicago, Green Bay, Milwaukee, Detroit, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, all in a slight risk. And on day 3, which is Thursday, again, the slight risk way up north. All right, rain numbers are coming up, and you can see the path of that tropical disturbance coming in from the Gulf. And all of a sudden, the QPF chart there is showing 2.3 inches at Mobile between now and Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. And I do think that looks pretty good. That the better rains with this feature will be in areas south and west of Birmingham. The farther you go north and east, the drier it's going to be, and the really good rains are up north. Let's look at modeling. This is the 12Z GFS, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We still got the ridge in place, so tomorrow I don't think the weather changes much at all. Just partly sunny, very warm. You might see a speck on radar, but the better chances will be well to the south, down around Mobile Bay, over into South Mississippi. But on Thursday, you can see that tropical plume kind of drifts in here. And we'll check the RPM. This is valid at 22Z. That is 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon. And again, you can see the better chance of showers there will be south of a line from near the Shoals to Birmingham to Auburn. Northeast Alabama, probably not getting much. South and west of Birmingham, yes, clouds and showers. And again, it's so dry, we'll take anything we can get. We'll check the European. This is valid Thursday evening at 7 o'clock local time. Very similar. It's got the better rains to the south and west of Birmingham. So we'll hit the clouds a bit harder. Showers chances will be better on Thursday. And again, the most active ones south and west of Birmingham. Then Friday, things kind of dry out again. Partly sunny. I don't think we'll have any rain there. Mid to upper 80s. And the weekend as we start things off. Now, this is a little tricky here. This is Saturday. The ridge is in place a little west of here. But note that energy over southern Missouri, down around Cape Girardeau. Those little ripples can come down that northwest flow aloft and produce some showers here. So you have to mention a chance of showers. But again, trying to time those things out days in advance, it is very hard to do. Warm, muggy, partly sunny, a few scattered showers possible, but scattered is the key word, nothing widespread. And the same thing on Sunday. We kind of got a moisture axis over us. Be a deal where the chance of getting wet would be about 1 in 3, much like a summer day. Mixture of clouds and sunshine. It's still awfully warm. The GFS is showing a high of 90, probably a tad too warm with the deeper moisture, but whatever. Warm, humid weekend, some sun at times, a few scattered showers. And the same thing on Monday of next week. Upper 80s, and a week from today. Look at the big trough in the west. And that kind of pumps the ridge up here. So, again, that looks relatively warm and dry. But let's go out there 3 more days. This is the 11th of May. Very good consistency in this idea of a trough forming over the east. Big surface low around Erie, Pennsylvania, and cooler air flowing in here after some showers. So there's definitely a good sign of a cool down in the May 10th through May 15th time frame. Then we'll check May 17th. All of a sudden, we've got that 582 high on the Atlantic coast with troughing over the central states, and that would suggest some heavy rain just north and west of here. And we really need a good rain event, so let's kind of keep our fingers crossed, and maybe, just maybe, that will give us something out there at mid-month. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Don't forget to watch ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 on the live stream or on the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless. The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.